Got a busy day tomorrow, though.
Are you nuts?
I'm saying I do.
Are you nuts, bro? I literally start at 7 a.m., 12-hour film day. You talking about you got a
What are
busy
you
day
talking? I
tomorrow.
treat like
Are you
14
nuts?
patients
I'm
a
working
day.
I'm doing 12 hours tomorrow. You're
All right,
nuts.
when you know how to treat a patient.
Yeah, all right.
A new hip, you let me know. Completely brand new knee or new hip?
Man, try directing, writing, and acting in a Oh my gosh. Tomorrow's shoot, there's no dialogue. So even when it comes to like practicing acting, I have a whole day. I have another day to become an actor.
This is The Great Untold. Based on the belief that great stories can come from anywhere, Netflix and Adobe came together and hit the road in search of storytellers in unexpected places around the country. Each winner was paired with a mentor and given the tools to help turn their submission video into a fully produced short film. These are the stories only they could tell.
Action!
Once a year, we play a game.
When I first saw the first advertisement for the Great Untold contest, I immediately was like, there's gonna be millions and millions of people submitting to this. There's no way, there's no way. And then immediately I was like, I'm gonna win this thing. For no reason, like within seconds, I was like, I'm gonna win this thing. My name is Samba. I am originally from Dakar, Senegal, grew up in Qatar, and then moved my way down to Virginia. This story is basically about the whole journey, about moving from different countries to different cultures to experiencing different people. And when I returned here, I realized that there was a piece of me that was missing.
What doesn't he want to go back to?
Number of cases soaring just today.
What's going on out there?
Oh, this is crazy. This is crazy. They announced the winners today online and on social media, and everybody's freaking out. So my mentors for the Great Untold competition are David E. Talbert and Lynn Sisson Talbert. David is a director, and Lynn is his right-hand woman, an amazing producer.
We had an opportunity to sample some of the entries that were coming in, and Lynn went through them first always, and she says, I went through them and Samba, I like him, that's who we're gonna go with. I said, you ain't gonna tell me who we're gonna go with, I'm gonna look at these things myself. Who you think you're talking to? You know, I'm one of the great playwrights of our generation.
Here we go.
And then here we go. She didn't listen to me, so I look at that and I'm like, I'm gonna pick whoever I wanna pick. And so I get to it, I'm like, oh, well, of course it's Samba.
The concept is the Great Untold, only a story that you can tell. And there were a lot of stories that I had in mind of fiction and things like that, but this story specifically, only I can tell it. This is my Senegalese outfits that my mom always sends over, and I get a box and I'm like, this is amazing.
Hello.
Hallo, assalamu alaikum, da ngeen def?
Waaleykum salaam, sama
maa ngi fi rek. Zene, yow looy reetaan?
Tambuloo ci da nga fi yërëm leen.
Yarum neen. Ma, please introduce yourself.
Hello. I'm Fatou. I'm Samba's mom.
Growing up, I'm like, oh, everybody's staring at my mom, everybody's staring at us. My thing was trying to fit in, right? My thing was not trying to ostracize myself and stick out. So I was like, colors, no. Like, you need to be uniformed, you need to dress the way they dress. But it was, again, from my mom, where I'm seeing standing out is a lot better. Standing out and being colorful and people looking at you in that sense, it's almost in awe, not in like distaste. They're staring at me because they haven't seen something like this before. They're watching me because this is something that they're not used to, which I really like, trying to break people from their thought process there. I haven't been back to Senegal since 2009, and I mean, for a bunch of different reasons, but that's the longest I've kind of been away from home. Because of traveling and being in so many different countries, the concept of home kind of switches. And for me, it's kind of where your heart is, right? So we can leave home, but still feel home all the time because I talk to my family like every day, and I'm so grateful that my brother lives 10 minutes away. I think it's important to tell this story, especially for immigrants who are coming to the United States where they're fearful that their culture may be not even taken away. It may fade over time. So I think telling this story in celebration of who you are is a story that needs to be told. And that's what I think this film is all about, where this chess game surrounds two parts of me that are kind of different.
What drew me to Samba Short was the stillness in it. You know, I really connected to his performance, and I connected to the story he was telling of having to be two people.
So I'm a full-time web specialist. That was kind of my dream in high school, to develop my own apps, to develop my own games. I would see something and I would say, I want to create something like that, I want to replicate that. So I would dive completely into learning it, and that's what I did with coding. I kind of taught that to myself, and I was able to create things that I wanted on the fly. And then it's the same thing with filmmaking. I really wanted to get into filmmaking and videography, but I didn't have enough money to invest in a camera. So I spent about 1.5 years on YouTube learning everything about cameras and editing and framing and things like that. I would even go and watch the camera settings being programmed so that when I could afford one, I wasn't starting from zero. Didn't know what like zoom lenses were or prime lenses. So I'm like, I'll just get one lens and use that. And this just opened up. Since I got this camera, it changed my world. It's amazing.
What's up, man?
How's it going? How's it going? Nice to finally meet you guys.
Nice to meet you
Right
as
on,
well.
man. Good, wholesome looking young man.
We really enjoyed your short. Oh my goodness, we thought you did an amazing job with all the resources that the limited resources you had, and really had a voice. So, you know, we're excited about helping you through this process.
You had the most important resource of all, and that's your imagination.
From the first jump, I realized that they had a passion for this story.
Still ironing out the script, getting more excited each day. The characters and the locations and the meaning of the story are really starting to come together.
So the American Samba character, I'm trying to keep him as minimalistic as possible. So in terms of what he's wearing, how he moves, his house, the way he acts, it's all uniform, very basic. And that's one of the pieces of contrast I want to show with Senegalese Samba, where the movements are a little bit more fluid, there's more colors involved, and that's something I kind of wanted to note earlier on to keep that consistent as the story goes.
We're so excited for you. How do you feel?
Good.
Yeah.
How's the flight and everything?
It was great. Thanks.
What's up with you, man? My man, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
Taller than I thought.
That's why I was about to
And probably still growing.
But it was all what you had on the page at first, which was wonderful, man.
Yeah. You know, the style is very you. So, you know, you have a unique voice that comes across in your work. So that's what I really liked about it as well.
When I'm on sets of films, you know, I used to come, when on my first films, I used to come in and plan every damn thing. And I used to say, here's a plan. And then if anything threw me off, you know, I was done for the day. I didn't know how to recover. Now I come in with great intention, and I have an understanding of what I want to do, and then I allow myself to be moved and inspired and motivated in the moment. And that's when your art is elevated above and beyond what you could even imagine it could ever be, because the universe, the ancestors have a bigger plan, a bigger idea for you than you ever will for yourself. And that's what we tap into, and that's why we're all here today.
I think it's finally kicking in.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so specific that only I can play the role. And we tried to find somebody who fits me, but it's that targeted that I can tell this story to the world.
we're gonna have to ban in gray. It's not gonna pop on film. Yeah. Do you own stock in gray? Yeah, we gotta get him out of this gray.
We bought like 100 gray shirts for American Samba's wardrobe, but the toddlers thought the gray washed my skin tones out, so we decided to go with a green sweater from my closet. We did do a casting call, but nobody fit the description. So even though I haven't acted before, I decided to step into that role. So we're looking for a house that we can use externally and internally. But what we found was there was a lot of locations that worked inside and not specifically outside. And the one we found and locked on is in West Virginia. I realized that there's a lot of things that the place can offer already that you don't have to bring in. So that's something that I really learned, making do with your best location, because it's not gonna have everything.
So first of all, good morning. Thank you for being here. I'm Jermaine, the AD. Just want to go over a few things as we go into the shoot for the day.
Hi, Jermaine. I want to thank you guys for being out here, being away from your families, out here in the boondocks this early. So let's make this movie, and I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Yeah. Any questions?
Yeah.
Yes.
What time is the first shot?
We're shooting now. Let's roll.
Let's go.
This is my first job as an AD, and it's simply because I've been organized.
HBCU, Howard University, I'm Morgan State University, so I'm proud of this young man because he came in here, he took over the set. This is the future of film, this young man, very proud of him.
Scene 3, take 1.
First shot, woo!
We have a cat coming on set. We have 2 cats coming, actually.
Right. One scratch and they're getting... I can't remember the last time I seen a cat.
I would like the cat to brush up against his arm and show that nurturing side, that they have that great bond. Animals are very intuitive. I would like for them to have some sort of eye contact.
We need to work on you. Yeah. So I'm not a cat guy, but I think this story needed an extra life, an extra person to show that American Samba has somebody, and that's his cat. Kind of showing his goodbye. Having to say goodbye to a life and somebody you care about is different than just saying goodbye to your life. So trying to show that that decision was tough on him. So let's try it really quick, Lynn, and see where he goes.
Quiet on set. Camera. Sound speed.
Cooney, let's cut. Cooney, do you mind rolling? Cut.
Good morning, everyone. All right, there we go. All right, welcome to day 2. Thank you for being here and on time.
So the body double is going to be really important because this gives me eyesight to look at. This gives me somebody to talk to. And when I filmed the trailer, it was just myself, and I put a box down and I put a line where my eyesight was, and I looked directly at that. But being nitpicky, even when I'm watching the trailer back, I feel like I'm looking into an empty void. So having somebody there today who's my same build, it also helps with things like over-the-shoulder shots, where he can be dressed in the Senegalese Samba costumes, and I can be in the frame as well.
Aki.
Samba.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, bro. How you doing?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm good, man.
And thank you for being out here.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
This is crucial. This is
real cool.
This is it. So where are you from?
Nigeria.
Nigeria?
Lagos.
This is perfect. This is
where you from?
Senegal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool,
exactly.
man. Cool.
So I went to a Senegalese restaurant.
Where? Here?
And
No, in Silver Spring, Maryland. And I was like, I need everything that you have on this wall. And they just like give it to me. And then they sent me off to get tea. So that was my insider, was these restaurateurs. So I was running all around getting the Senegalese items. Yeah.
You are unbelievable.
Well, I'm just so glad it worked out.
Today, we have the biggest emotional scene of the film. Yesterday went well, and I'm really grateful that David is going to be here to help try to get me to that place to deliver those emotions. Knowing that this story is about two parts of me that has only been discussed with myself, like internally. And now I have to externalize that, this whole emotional baggage. I have to externalize that for the first time to 30 people and in front of a camera, and it's gonna get captured. So nervous about that.
When did you start wearing glasses?
Thought they looked good.
And what are you communicating? Remember that the words are just words. Words mean nothing. The life is in between the lines, in between the words.
Yes, sir.
And that's what, as an audience, we care about. We don't care about the lines. We care about the life that's in between the lines, the subtext.
Yes, sir.
Okay? All right, so that's what we're going to work on when we hit these things. And I ain't going to let you off the hook.
No, please don't.
All right,
Please
all
don't.
right, let's go. Let's get this.
Let's get to work.
Let's go. All right. Words are just words. They're just letters on a page. They don't mean anything. We're ready. Things are better for us out there, right?
Yeah.
Brother, things are good. Things are good. George Floyd, dead. Inner city, police violence. It's loud in you, it's loud in you. You hear it, you hear it. You hear it. Grit them teeth, grit that chin, make that they hear it. Close your eyes, you're at peace. Call it.
Cut.
Nice.
Let's go.
Oh my God. Nice.
One thing about David Talbert is we call him the actor's director because he knows how to connect with the actor and he knows how to pull emotion. I thought Samba did a beautiful job. He really just let himself be, and we all felt it. It's moments like that that are so special to capture.
It was intense, right? We're locking eyes. And he really went in, and it was just easy to go there with him. And he just was going super deep. And it was just like, I was like, wow, this is incredible. Like, I almost teared up.
I wasn't sure what to expect, but I teared up. It was very emotional, and it was very raw and real. It was, I felt it. It was just so beautiful.
So today is the last day of shooting. Yesterday was some of the heavier stuff, and I am forever grateful we did that yesterday because David was here and was able to coach me through those moments, which was unreal. I knew how to get into character, but he was able to bring things out of me that I didn't even know. So we got all the heavy stuff out of the way. So today, everybody's just a little bit more relaxed, having a little bit more fun.
I reached out to my friend Connor McNulty, who is an amazing chess player, and I sat him down and I said, this is an important game. This is the centerpiece of it all, and I need it to be choreographed. I need it to be a dance between the two parts of me.
Hey, Samba.
Hey, Connor, how's it going?
Oh, it's going really well today. How about you?
Good. So go ahead, tell me the backstory, tell me where you found this game.
Okay, so yeah, this game was played between me and a national master. They're like, top 5% in the world at chess. They're the professionals of the game.
That pivotal move in the middle, tell me about that one. What's that pivotal move that we have in the script, American Samba playing, that we know is a bad move?
Okay, so on move 14, Black takes the knight. And so in doing this, Black is sacrificing the queen. And the reason this is a mistake is because this doesn't look like this leads to an immediate like checkmate or a win at all. Typically, if someone sacrifices anything in any game, it's going to be because there's, maybe an immediate win, or maybe a move or two later, they end up winning back the material. In this case, he doesn't do that.
Wow. Cut. So most of the movie is going to be split screen, but because Akin is here, we're able to kind of get an eye line, give me somebody to look at. But for this scene, we were able to play the chess game with each other, and because the complexion of our hand is very similar, that shot we didn't have to split screen. Everybody's calling it a martini. I had no idea what it's called. Cut.
You gotta call it.
It's a wrap.
It was just an instant vibe, and I'm proud of the guy, honestly. I'm very proud of him, like, good stuff.
Just shot the last scene, wrapped up, and yeah, that was it. That was it. Now we're in the edit, where the movie comes together.
Hey, man.
That's right.
Welcome. Welcome, man. Good.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome to the house.
Thank you.
We're back here.
It's good. Dang,
this is
a nice setup.
This is where the magic happens.
Let's go. Let's go. So can you play it from the beginning of that scene? Right now we're trying to time the two sides talking to myself, which is really tricky. It's all about the timing. If there wasn't enough space for me to say something, there won't be enough space for me to insert myself on the other side. So we're just hoping for the best here. My advice to first-time filmmakers, me being one, is nobody has lived the life that you have lived. From point A to the point you're at, nobody has lived that life. There's no rules to this. You don't need to go to a film school. You don't need to have the best, shiniest camera because you have your voice. That's what I'm talking about. That's it.
There we go.
Yep. Oh, that's awesome. Let's go. So you don't get a cookie for reducing it.
You like that take?
Nope.
Okay.
American Samba's an actor. Senegalese Samba definitely needs to take some acting classes for sure. Things better for us?
I was very hyper-focused on this is what we wrote, this is what we filmed, therefore this needs to be the final film. I did sit with that edit for about 3 or 4 days, and I'm like, I have the pieces to tell a great story. It's just a matter of putting them in the right place. And I did the voiceover. I just hit record on my voice memos and played the film back and just started talking over it. And David called me immediately. He's like, this is it. This is it. This is the one. I'm so proud of this. This is like, I'm gonna show this to people. And I'm like, all right, now I know where to go. Like, this isn't the final form of this. I know how, like what I need to lean into.
I'm realizing it's taking on its whole new, different life in the editing process. And I'm really excited about it. You are so unique in the sense that your experiences are different from everybody else in the world. Tell your stories.
Bunto Sefi ak léegi ñaari fukki at la ak benn waa ñun ñaar te kenn rek moo mën a dëkk si biti ñu ngi leen jongante ku gañe dem dëkk ak nit ñi si biti ku ñàkk Toxibir. Berbenenyon. Bos punjongente. Manyak. Numamanta defrek. Mujekuma. Mom dal ganyama dafkayombo. Muay Thai bi andanak jam. Why bus bunek? Sumayeni moigeni chibiti. For your convenience, I'll explain the rest of the story in English. April 4th, 2021. The 21st ceremony of the game. I set my pieces up like I normally do in white, and him black. We don't usually talk during the games, we let the pieces speak for themselves. Our moves letting each other know how we did that year. He would even bring me books to keep me busy. I could see in his eyes he was lonely too. But last I heard he got himself a cat. But this year, he looked different. And then the game began. The first two moves are always a formality. A handshake between two friends. We make them every year. From there, it's all free will. He would beat me in 5 minutes and 40 seconds. 50 if we were having a good conversation. But this game lasted a little longer. A dance, almost. And I didn't see them. The books. He said he forgot the books. He never forgets the books. And when I looked down at the chessboard, I saw something I had never seen before. And when I looked at him, I saw the same thing. I had read about it in the books. The war, the famine, the disaster, the discrimination, all of it. But they were old books. Before our time. And it was then I realized the world was still healing. And a man dies when his hope to change the world is extinguished. Until then, let us pray the rain is bearable. April 4th, 2021. The last day we ever played the game. For the man I was playing had died. And his hope to change the world extinguished. The rules are simple. If you win, you get to leave and live in the outside world. If you lose, you stay in the cabin, isolated from the world until the next year, until your next chance to be free. That is the game.